Alright guys, day 2, heading to a little evening bluegill bite here. We got our boy John Hoyer following us in the truck behind us, so Mr. Bluegill himself might be able to help us catch a few. So stay tuned, hopefully we can bang a few.
Team Yukon Outdoors is proudly presented by Clam, Vexilar, DH Custom Rods, Gander Mountain, Ice Armor by Clam, K-Drill Ice Augers, Recycled Fish, and Bait Runner Ice Rods.
For me, when you're on like a sunset bluegill bite, that's when I just get bluegill fever, and I want like 100 holes in the area that you know they're gonna bite in. So you get prime time like this, they're biting. Everyone has options to get right by you when you're chasing like, you know, one big school of fish. So when I'm on them, I like to have holes literally like every 12 feet, every direction. Holes on the outside of where you caught your last bluegill. So when it does come this time, you know, you got options. All your friends kind of work together, get right next to you if you have the school next to you, and then you just catch that many more fish. Kind of a preparation thing for sunset.
What's going on, guys? You know, we're out here trying to catch some bluegills, hopping around. Man, we've drilled multiple lines of holes trying to stay on top of these fish. Actually, what we're doing, we're kind of off the point of a reef here. There's cabbage bed, giant, beautiful cabbage bed on top of this hump, and those fish are just kind of bumping out to the edge here as it gets darker, and we're sitting in about 18-19 feet of water, jumping around anywhere in that range, trying to stay on top of these big gills. So hopefully we can ding a couple more. I'm marking one right now. There's a bluegill. Hey boys. Yeah, grab this deucer still, see if you can.
That's a good one.
Just catching giant bluegills like that, huh?
How's that first start to the night?
First fish, can't really complain there, huh?
That is straight up giant, man.
Yeah, that's a bomb.
Look at how tall that thing is.
Yeah. DH7 Deuce really did her there. Half ant drop, one of my favorites. Yeah, we'll put this one back, huh? Back to the resource. Keep in mind that's an 8-inch hole right there, folks. Nice job, bro.
Up.
I marked a good one on the graph and dropped it down there, lifted it up, it came right up and gobbled it. It felt pretty good.
The guy straight catches bluegills. Nice, dude. Bull. Just using the secret dabble?
Secret dabble.
What is the dabble? Slow and steady, or
Well, I
quick?
saw it sitting about 2 feet off the bottom, lifted it up and made him come up to it, and then just stopped. And as soon as I stopped it, he just pulled it in, and it was just a tweak. It was hardly a hit.
So like
they're not real aggressive
forced aggression turn instant gratification type deal?
for both of us.
Nice. I need one of those. It's one of the funnest things about trophy bluegill fishing is the anticipation doesn't end like just when you finally find them. You know, all the searching, all the reports, all the networking, and then you get on them. And when you're dealing with big ones, like especially in January, they are finicky. But also the most rewarding when you get the cadence just perfect, and it just starts happening, especially at like sunset like this. Like I just live for it, the chase, to look for them, and then when all the things come together and you're holding a 10-incher, it's just the pinnacle of ice fishing for a lot of people. A lot of times it's just key to keep doing what they're moving on right up to the very end. Scrappy little one. Nothing fights like a bluegill. Just sweet, relentless. It's a little hen. These ones on some lakes could be the biggest fish that you'd find, but when you get a trophy lake that isn't molested that much or has special regulations, these are the ones that are just well on their way. They're gonna like rapidly grow until they're giants. So we just let them all go. Another big one waiting. You always want to like come down to them nice and steady because they're feeling all that vibration of your cadence, you know, from 6 feet off. So especially on big ones, you want to kind of sneak down to them with the cadence that's been working, and then kind of stay above them, let them sense that you're there, and then kind of start making that commitment versus, you know, dropping it right in their face. A lot of time that's just too obtrusive and they'll just take off right away. Like this one's even a little annoyed. A little better one. And that's why we come out here. Run up that hole. It's a nice bowl. Really colorful. Another one that's well on its way. It's in its rapid growth stage, so these are the important ones to let go. Just hanging out with the big ones, you know, they're right mixed in. So on a lake like this, on any trophy bluegill lake, it's so important to let these ones go because they're honestly on their way to just being like the 1 pound 2 ouncers, the 1 pound 5 ouncers. The other cool thing, I'm using the snowdrop. I got maggots on it tonight because they're kind of finicky, but the other important thing about an 8-incher to remember is once you get that cadence set for the night, it's kind of like you have the cadence set for the cold front or you know, just how aggressive they are. Maybe it's a high pressure day, but once you get that dialed in for the night, it really works with every fish. So, you know, an 8-incher like that, it's still great practice because if I have the fish of my dreams come in, a 1.5 pounder, you know, a lot of times that same nice little subtle cadence that tricked your last 3 fish is going to work for that big one. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, this one's going to bite again. I remember my first time biting a jig bluegill. Jeez. 3 times it took this dumb bluegill. Don't come off in the hole. Yeah, nice one. Kind of the next class up. Female. Pretty nice when you catch bluegills right up to the witching hour after dark. Then you know they're good predators and you're in a zone where they're feeding. A lot of times you're finding them out in the basin and then, you know, it just shuts off. Exactly. It's like you're not where they're going, but here you obviously found the spot where they're biting, where they're feeding, so eat it. Got her. Nice. Feeling more like a crappie almost.
Yeah, reduce your hair for you. Feel like a pretty decent one?
Yeah, big crappie.
Oh yeah, there we go. Atta boy.
That's what was down there.
That's a little unexpected bite here, huh?
Bonus.
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't
Been
know.
slamming some pretty solid bluegills, and it's obviously getting a little darker out now. And
More like crappie time.
yeah.
That's a sweet one. If we were keeping any fish, I'd be eating that one for dinner tonight.
Yeah. God, they're so tall out here too.
Yeah. Everything's healthy in this lake. Like, when you get on a bluegill bite like this, like anybody who chases trophy bluegills, we all know like how many years even sometimes it takes to dial in a lake this big, you know, right down to a couple areas that they feed and then what time of year even. So I can't thank you enough for having us because how often you get to just show up and set the hooks with your friends, you know? It's like maybe 3 or 4 times in my life. It's
Yeah,
sweet.
that'll happen. I mean, nothing better than some great camaraderie and some giant bluegills, so
For sure.
that was awesome.
Well, we're gonna wrap things up, put stuff back in the truck, and these guys got to get back on the road and head down south. So, thanks for watching. That's actually really good.
That's what happens when you release all your fish. There's their heading. This is what happens when you release all the bluegills you got. Like,